Yo, what's up, Swag? And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Lauren, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Shout out to that boy Matt B. Great. I tried to warn you about Colorado in Pac-12. I do see you guys enjoy the reactions, man. With Matt B. Great. I'm gonna keep dropping it for y'all, man. I'm not gonna lie, YouTube is hitting and recommending. It's recommending my video. So look, man, let's keep going, man. Shout out to that boy Matt Be Great, and let's get into it.
A lot of people don't even know this, and we'll talk about this in just a second, a little foreshadowing. All these Pac 12 teams, especially Oregon, by the way, especially Arizona and Arizona State, they've been trying to leave the Pac 12.
Damn,
Interesting.
for real?
I find the quote unquote stability rather fascinating because what did I say over 2 months ago? The Pac 12's falling apart.
Damn. Damn. Yeah.
Hey, turbo chat.
Yeah.
If you see me, you know, try to
Yeah.
All right. Let me lock in. We gotta lock in. We gotta get down to business. Did y'all hear? Well, I'm sure all of you heard. If not, I'm about to inform you that breaking news officially has been released that Colorado and primetime coach Deion Sanders, whatever you call him, they're going to the Big 12. You want to know what's funny about all this? If you are a avid viewer of the channel, y'all would know that I predicted this 2 months ago. And oh yeah, before we get into this video, I've been meaning to do this, but I want to give a major shout out to the members of our channel. I want to give a quick shout out to 3 of our longest members on the channel, been members for over 6 months. Fiber Pro, Daniel Chambers, and also Gorjon Nikovitz? Hope I was saying that correctly. And also some of our newer members, Chuck Vickers, he always comments on the videos. I'm sure some of y'all see him. Billy, BOK, Neo, Ken Harris, and Rodney Green. That's one of the newer ones. I can't show all the members, but those are just some I wanted to give a quick shout out to. Really means a lot. Being a member of the channel just simply supports it a tad bit more. That's it. And I don't exactly know what I want to do, but I think what I'm going to start doing, especially during the college football season, is for all the members, I'm going to do maybe 1 to 2 special videos per month. Thank you yet again to our members. I did want to bring that up because I don't even think I've talked about it in probably over like 4 or 5 months. And let me throw this in there before I forget because I don't want people to get their expectations too high if they do become a member. You're not going to get anything crazy. It's just helping the channel out a little bit more. That's it. I did want to give some recognition to our members, though. With that being said, let's get back on track. And this is the greatest part about YouTube because it is the closest thing to a time capsule we're ever going to get. Because everything you post on YouTube, it's documented and it's left up. So let me go pull this up so I can just show y'all this. And I'm sure some of y'all do remember. What was the exact date? Let me pull it up. On May 31st, I started reporting on this. Developing story, Colorado is leaving the Pac-12. May 31st, guys. And I labeled it as a developing story for a reason because it was a developing story that went on for what is now the
And I
next
reacted to
couple
that
of months, and now it's official. But hold on, if that wasn't good enough for you, a couple days after that, I also posted this. The Pac-12 is done. They had a good run.
Yeah, you right.
What do you know? Wish I could say I'm shocked about all this, but I'm not. I've already spoken about all of this before, months ago. And I think some people think I just make those videos to make those videos. No, I have sources I talk to on a regular basis that give me all that information. I had sources months ago tell me, I'm talking about 3 to 4 months ago, that Colorado was leaving the Pac-12. We've already talked about this, so if you're a part of our community, you know this isn't any new news, or it shouldn't be. The only thing that is new about all of this that we're about to talk about and get into in tonight's video is that it's official. The only reason it's taking this long is because it's not quite as simple as going, oh yeah, we're going to leave the Pac-12 and go to the Big 12. You can't do that in a couple of days or even a couple of weeks. A lot of people don't even know this, and we'll talk about this in just a second, a little foreshadowing. All these Pac-12 teams, especially Oregon, by the way, especially Arizona and Arizona State, they've been trying to leave the Pac-12. That is a completely different iceberg that, I don't know, maybe y'all want me to talk about that. Let me know in the comment section. We'll do that tomorrow. But for tonight, we need to focus on Colorado and what's going on with that because there's a lot of chaos we need to get into. My point is, and where I was trying to go with that statement, is a bunch of these teams, they've been actively trying to leave the conference. And I even had a couple sources tell me 6 to 7 months ago they knew Colorado was going to leave. That is what it is, but the proof's in the pudding. I predicted this 2 months ago. You can't deny it. It's a cold, hard fact. It's documented on YouTube. Now, for those of you that are wondering, well, Matt, how did you know this was going to happen? Why were you so confident enough to even make videos about this months ago? Well, my friend, that's a great question, and I'm going to sound like a broken record player here, but I got some sources. I'll put it this way. I never make a video on a subject where a source hasn't either told me something they think is going to happen or a source hasn't told me something that they know is going to happen. I hope you guys don't think randomly out of nowhere I just was like, okay, I'm going to make a video about Colorado potentially leaving the Pac-12. No, come on. Y'all know me better than that. I got facts and evidence to go with everything I say. Now, whether you want to believe that, that's up to you. Now, moving along here, getting off the topic of your boy Matt was right, and yes, I am going to toot my own horn, toot toot. Let's get down to the nit and gritty. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
What?
Would this be considered a primetime video? I mean, we are talking about Colorado. I guess I forgot the intro. Another night, another primetime video. All right, sorry about that, because I know a lot of people like the intro, and that's like our little thing we do in the late night Colorado videos. But anyways, getting back on track here, let me pull this up. Breaking, Colorado is officially leaving the Pac-12 and returning to the Big 12 in 2024, per Brett McMurphy. And here's the biggest part about all of this. Colorado will receive a whopping $31.7 million. I'm going to say that again. $million. Or in other terms, a full 31.7 million media share. Yeah, that's all there is to it. I can't dumb it down any more than that. Colorado's going to the Big 12. What more do you want me to add to that? Taking a look at this before we dive even deeper in this, it's being reported that Colorado is leaving due to the quote-unquote, and check this out, uncertainty of the Pac-12's future and the Big 12's stability. Interesting. I find the quote-unquote stability rather fascinating because what did I say over 2 months ago? The Pac-12's falling apart. Yet again, I'm going to go back to this. This isn't something that's currently going on. This has been in the works. When you see today Colorado leave the Pac-12, when you see in the future more Pac-12 teams are going to leave, like potentially Oregon, potentially Arizona State, Arizona, some more teams, this isn't something that just happened in the past couple of weeks or months. This has been in the works the past couple of years. In college football and in every aspect of your life, business, whatever you want to apply this to, it's either adapt or die. You have to evolve with the modern times or you're going to be left in the dust, and that's what's happened to the Pac-12. And I got to give a lot of credit to the Big 12 because they have adapted. They could have folded like an almond. When I first heard the breaking news a couple of years ago that Oklahoma and Texas were trying to leave and they're going to go to the SEC, I was like, man, this may be the downfall or the start of a domino effect for the worst when it comes to the Big 12. But that didn't happen. They strapped up their big boy pants. They said, you know what? Yeah, it sucks we're losing Texas and Oklahoma, but we're going to try to improve and we're still going to try to compete. Granted, is the Big 12 going to be on the same level as the SEC or the Big 10? No, probably not, because the Big 10 is going to get really good when they get USC. But I will say this, I stated this over a year ago, I think we're slowly heading into 3 mega conferences. The Big 12, the Big 10, and the SEC. I think the ACC and the Pac-12, they're just going to continue to be more and more and more irrelevant, and all those teams are just going to slowly either join a new conference or evaporate. Why don't y'all take a look at this, though? I saw this in an article, and it piqued my interest. The Ducks and Huskies already have been, quote-unquote, vetted and approved by the Big Ten to join the conference, according to the sources.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set up. Say goodbye to that truck.
Home internet from T-Mobile, just $50 a month.
This is what love looks like. This is
Oh,
what
damn.
love looks like. This is what love looks like. This is what love looks like. This is what love looks like.
However, the Big Ten does not want the quote-unquote Pac-12's blood on its hands. By taking Oregon and Washington before any other schools leave the Pac-12, and this was according to the sources yet again. So now with Colorado leaving, what happens with Oregon and the Huskies? Do they go to the Big Ten? Does the Big Ten accept them, or do the Ducks go somewhere else? That's going to be something to keep your eyes on, because I've heard a lot of people saying the Ducks might be going to the Big 12 too.
Damn.
At this current moment in time, there's also a lot of
I can see
speculation
them going to
and
the Big
rumors
12.
going on that the Big 12 might be going after Utah.
The Big 12 is better
Whatever it
competition,
but
right, you
to
guys?
me, at least, I think Utah's a better fit for the Big 12 than the Big 10. They just seem like a Big 12 school. Maybe it's the region. Maybe it's the location because they are closer. I just don't see an Oregon fitting in with the Big 12. I could see Oregon going to the Big 10 over the Big 12. That makes more sense to me. And I think if the Big 12 can get a team like Utah, that helps them out tremendously. I don't know, though, because there's also a lot of speculation that the Big 10, they don't want Oregon, they want Washington. If you've been keeping up with the situation, you know this. There's a rumor for almost every single team. It's overwhelming, and we'll know more about this in the next 24, 48 hours. But let me know in the comment section if y'all want me to continue to update you on this situation. Right?
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's gonna be crazy though. We really don't know, but we just gonna have to sit and find out. But Colorado though, either way though, They gotta win games. They gotta win games.